Are you wondering what engine you should use? Or how Gearbox and LSD works? CPM2 takes tuning seriously, and some of you watching this video can feel it to be too complicated. And it is understandable, because while in CPM1, the game offers you only a few engines with exact horsepower, CPM2 is way different. In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about tuning your car in Car Parking Multiplayer 2. No matter are you, drifter, racer, or something else, after this video, you'll know how to swap engine, make fast gearbox, and other cool stuff. But before going any further, I want to reminder that I do these videos just for you, so please show some support and leave a like and subscribe. Okay, so first I will tell you about engine swaps. Most of you have played CPM1, where you have 10 engines to choose from. It is simple and good for such old game. But in CPM2, you have a massive engine market full of engines. Basically, here are all engines of the cars in the game, but obviously not everything is compatible. While in CPM1 it was flex to have the W16 in your Passat, in CPM2 players would just laugh about it. Welcome to the real world, little bro. Haha. So, if you want to know what engine you should use, you can just Google the engine. If you use cool cars for racing like R35, keep the original engine. While in CPM1 you instantly put the most horse-powered engine, in CPM2 only swap if needed. A good example of swaps is in drift cars. My S13 has 2JZ. As you can see, I have maxed it out. Drift cars need a lot of power, but you can drift smoothly with fewer horsepower starting from 500. But this car has 2,000 horsepower, which is more than enough. .1JZ is also a solid pick for drift build. But my point is that you shouldn't always swap your engine like in CPM1. It is a flex to drift with OG engine. In sports cars, racing cars, rally cars, off-roaders, you should keep the original engine and start tuning it. In most events and races the community and I host, there will be horsepower limit, so don't over-tune. Don't look only at the horsepower. Also pay attention to the weight of the engine and all that stuff. About the parts, you can choose what to upgrade. It doesn't have to be maxed out, but better parts last longer and of course add horsepower. You don't really have to understand the purpose of these parts, but you will realize how they work by testing. Turbos, superchargers, and all this stuff is common sense, so I'm not going to go that deep. Second most complicated thing might be the gearbox. I guess it is the most searched tutorial in CPM overall, so I better teach you everything about it so you don't have to always watch tutorials. Let's start with the basics. I have seen comments that wonder how to change manual transmission to automatic or RWD to AWD. It is simple. In engine market, you'll see is the car automatic, A/T, or manual, M/T. And there you see is it all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive. You can also filter it to find the best one for you. LSD is one of the most important parts of car tuning. I'll talk about gearbox configuration little later. I don't have time to explain everything, but you can read the description or Google if you want to know more. But basically, this is how your engine power transfers to your wheels. Is it grippy, good for drifting, or rally? Two-way is good for drifting rear-wheel drive. It offers you power to wheels no matter the control. For AWD drift or rally setups, you should use one-way. These golden LSDs are good for racing and can also work in some drift setups, but are crucial for racing. Gearbox configuration. Let's continue with LSDs. Lock percentage tells how easily the LSD locks the power ratio into your wheels. For example, in drifting, you should put lock percent to 80 or even 100. In racing and rally, where you need grip, leave it to default in Activatum or electronic LSDs. Max bias is your braking balance, which is important to know in track racing. So if you want good steering grip in turns, you should put front bias higher than rear. And then gearbox. torque split is all-wheel drive exclusive thing. Unlike four-wheel drive, in AWD, you can choose how the power balances. Like for example, my R35 has 70-30 balance. It is good if you don't want to spin in every corner. Now let's try to make good gearbox for the next rally stage. In desert, you have to have good maximum speed because there's so much straight. This is the old route, but let's try this gearbox here. The first 3 gears are good. Now to the longest straight. This brakes 170 kilometers per hour. That's decent. Now let's try to change it a little. This is how it works. You gotta test how it goes and then change it. And in gearboxes, I completely understand why people want to watch tutorials. This can take some time, but not so much if you know what you're doing. Now the acceleration is a little faster, I guess. $160 this time. I drove little worse than last time, but I guess the first one was a bit better. In my track car, I have default gearbox. The torque split is different here, but this is still pretty fast. Remember that sometimes default settings can be faster than your tuning. Suspension tuning in CPM2 controls how your car handles grip, balance, and stability. Ride height changes how low the car sits. Lower gives better cornering and stability. Higher helps with bumps. Keep it low, but not too low. Spring stiffness controls how soft or stiff the car feels. Soft gives more grip, but more body roll. Stiff gives better response, but less grip on bumps. Front slightly stiffer helps steering. Rear slightly softer helps traction. Damping controls how fast suspension moves. Too soft feels bouncy. Too stiff feels rigid. You want the car to settle quickly without bouncing. Camber is the wheel angle. Negative camber improves cornering. Too much reduces grip in a straight line. Use a little in front, less in rear. Toe changes wheel direction. Front toe out improves turning. Rear toe in improves stability. Too much makes the car unstable. Anti-roll controls body lean. Higher means less roll and sharper turns. Lower means more grip but slower response. If the car oversteers, soften rear or stiffen front. If the car understeers, soften front or stiffen rear. In Dyno, you can control the air-fuel ratio, which controls how much the car burns fuel. By increasing these settings, your car can get more power, but the engine will wear quicker. Idle means the RPM when you are still. Red line is the red thing in your speedometer. Launch means how much power it gives in accelerating. Also, turbo pressure can be changed. That's a lot different than CPM 1. Lastly, the tires. Pressure is important to know. Lower pressure can make your car feel more smoother or lose grip like in drifting. You can also change the size of the wheels and put off-road and slicker wheels. Fuel increases your horsepower a lot. 95 is the cheapest and least powerful. 98 is little better. 100 is powerful and good in endurance. And E85 is the most powerful but lasts the shortest. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next video!